After years of relentless campaigning and having reached the Hyphasis River Bias in India, Alexander the Great's ambition to march to the world's end clashed head-on with the exhaustion and despair of his soldiers. In the summer of 326 BCE, the seemingly unstoppable Macedonian army finally said no more. This mutiny, or collective refusal to advance, was a bitter pill for Alexander, forcing him to confront the limits of his authority and the human cost of his boundless aspirations. By July or August of 326 BCE, Alexander the Great had led his army across the Punjab, successfully navigating the Indus, Assanines, Chenab, and Hydrauts, Ravi rivers, defeating various Indian rulers and tribes along the way. He now stood on the western bank of the Hyphasis River, modern Bias River, the easternmost of the 5 great rivers of the Punjab. Beyond the Hyphasis lay, according to his information, the vast Gangetic Plain and the powerful Nanda Empire, reputed to possess an immense army, including thousands of war elephants. For Alexander, this was the final frontier before reaching what he believed to be the Eastern Ocean, the end of the world. However, the mood within his army had reached a breaking point. The Macedonian and Greek veterans had been on campaign for over 8 grueling years. They had marched thousands of miles from their homes, endured extreme climates, fought countless battles and sieges, and witnessed the deaths of many comrades. They were physically exhausted, psychologically drained, and laden with the spoils of war which they longed to take home and enjoy. The recent battle of the Hydaspes against Paris, though a victory, had been particularly bloody and had given them a terrifying taste of Indian warfare, especially the destructive power of war elephants. The prospect of facing an even larger Indian army, with many more of these fearsome beasts, filled them with dread. Furthermore, the monsoon season was in full swing, with incessant rains turning the land into a quagmire, making campaigning miserable and disease rampant. Their armor rusted, their clothes rotted, and their spirits sank. Alexander, still driven by his insatiable pathos and his desire to reach the outer ocean, called an assembly of his officers and then his troops.